So I get really excited when we can have aged orange wine. And this one is from 2014, Three Foxes Gnarly White out of South Africa. And we can get into a little bit more like what I love about that in a moment. But a bit of background, Three Foxes is a partnership between Pascal Schildt, the importer, and some local producers there. So he's got his hands very much in this, and he imports a lot of natural wine. So of course he wanted to make it naturally. It is a blend of Clairette Blanche, Semillon, that's it, those two. So it obviously has a nice amber hue, and I think that like Clairette is normally very clear, and so Semillon, it would be hard to get a lot of extraction out of it. So I'm guessing some of this is also coming from, some of this coloring is coming from the aging process. And on the nose, so talking about why, this has honeyed characteristics to it. So it's like a little bit of honeysuckle. We'll see like what types of honey we'll get on the palate. But that's something that you really only get when the wine ages. So it's really nice to be able to have like either honey qualities, maybe a little bit of nuttiness. We'll see what else is in there, but like you can't really get that unless it has taken the time to age. And especially with natural wine, it's really common that everything is just sold right away. So it's rare and or expensive. Those two things kind of go together to find that. So that's what's so great about this wine is it is aged and it's actually really affordable. So on the palate, yummy. So it's aging really well. That honey characteristic still there. I would say it's in like still probably the honeysuckle category, but it still has this really bright acidity to it. And that's something that you can worry about as wines age, that they lose their acidity and, they get some of these like more desserty, I guess, kind of notes to them. Not that they become sweet, but they'll take on characteristics that I would associate with potential like desserts like honey or nuts. And this is not that way at all. This is still keeping a lot of like that bright acidity while also like developing really well. I will say the other thing that happens over time is that fruit characteristics become more muted while secondary characteristics, so like it's got some nice minerality to it. Those honey notes we talked about, let's just see again. A little bit creamy, but I would say it's like, as far as the fruits go, they're definitely there. They're just more muted because of that age. So they have some floral characteristics in it, and fruit-wise, I would say it's like yellow apple is probably the first one I would go to, and maybe like whatever the kind of like lemon honey dessert type thing, but again, not actually sweet, a very dry wine. So as far as, orange wines go, I hope that this is a really interesting one for you. I don't know. I don't normally drink that many wines that are this old unless it's like a really fancy Radicon that I'm saving for a very special occasion. So this is just, pretty rare to find, and we're excited to have it in the club for y'all. So we hope you enjoy it.